last week, the Secretary of Health and Human Services got in a kitchen with a celebrity chef to prove that healthy food is affordable in America. And I think he actually proved the opposite. Not because the food was bad, the food was fine, but because of one number in the press release. And once you hear about it, you're probably going to do the same math that I did, and you're not going to be able to undo it. So here's what actually happened. HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. filmed an episode of a new series that he's calling The Real Food Show, where he cooks with different chefs to promote the government's new dietary guidelines, the Eat Real Food push. Now, in this episode, he's in the kitchen with Chef Jeffrey Zakarian making a French and a salad. And the entire point of the episode, which is in the big headline they were promoting, is that they made a nutritious whole food meal for less than $5 per serving. And that's the whole pitch, that healthy eating doesn't have to be expensive. Now, on its own, that's a fine cooking segment. A $5 omelet is completely believable. Eggs are fairly cheap. That's not the problem. The problem shows up when you ask one very simple question. Affordable for who? Because if you're comparing $5 a serving to a SNAP budget, that math isn't mathing, because the average SNAP benefit, SNAP being food stamps in fiscal year 2026, is about $188 a month per person. You do the math on that and it comes out to roughly $6.17 a day. Not a serving, a day. We're talking breakfast, lunch, dinner, everything you're going to eat in $6.17 a day. So if you're on SNAP and you tried to make the exact meal that the Secretary of Health and Human Services just held up as the affordable, responsible, healthy option, one serving of that omelet and salad, and you've already spent 80% of your entire day's food budget on one serving of food. And honestly, guys, as somebody who's raising a bigger family, if you're looking at $5 a serving for a family my size, you're looking at over $100 a day in food, right? Because 3 meals for as many people as I have in my household, it's going to bring you to $105. And over the course of a month, that's over $3,000. That's not affordable, my friends. Obviously, this is not about me, but you picture who's on the other end of that daily number, and it's not usually a healthy person with no other expenses. Roughly 2/3 of SNAP households include a kid, a senior, or someone with a disability. This math is not mathing for them, especially because I know so many of you get that rock bottom benefit of just $24 a month, which is way less than $1 a day. Now, obviously, this isn't news. We know back in 2013, Congress was fighting over billions of dollars in potential SNAP cuts, and a bunch of lawmakers from both parties, for different reasons, actually tried living on the average SNAP benefit for a week to try to make a point about it publicly. And back then, it was about $4.50 a day, or roughly $1.50 a meal. Democratic members of Congress did it to argue that the benefit was already too small to cut any further, and one Republican staffer did it to try to debunk that, and mostly got mocked for treating a week of hunger like a fun personal challenge. A lot of celebrity chefs, even actress Gwyneth Paltrow, took the same challenge on, trying to shop and cook for a week on that number, specifically to show people how hard it actually was. So for over a decade, this entire game of let's see if you can live on SNAP money stunts existed to prove one thing, that number was brutally tight, and anyone who claimed otherwise hadn't actually tried it. It's kind of frustrating to see this new trend where the government itself is promoting affordable meals that cost way more than the value of the daily benefit, as if that is proof that everything is fine. Now, a couple of things that you should know, regardless of what you think about this. The daily figure I gave you is an average. The actual amount you receive is based on your income and household size. So some people get less, some people get more. It just depends on your situation. But for a single person in 2026, the most you're going to get is $298 a month. And like I said, a lot of people watching this are stuck at that rock bottom benefit of $24 a month, less than $1 a day. And there is no way to fix that math for anyone. It just doesn't work. If you want to know which your actual number would be, your state SNAP office may have a benefit estimator, and it's worth checking there instead of going off of the averages again. But I just want you to picture this mom, right? She's stretching that same benefit across 3 plates 3 times a day for herself and 2 kids, while a cabinet secretary tells the internet that a $5 a serving meal is a reasonable bar for affordability. She's not failing at budgeting. The system is just not built to help somebody in that situation, not really. But now if you want real solutions that work on a food stamps budget, we do have a food bank cookbook built specifically around the staples that you'll usually find at a food pantry, and we have a lot of videos dedicated to helping you find free food. I'd encourage you to go check out those resources, and we'll be back soon with more ways that you can save money and get free stuff. I'll see you there.